Today we'll be debating with Warif HALABI Charged'Affaires, embassy of the Syrian Republic. You represent Syria. Yeah, you brought the flag. Could you first introduce yourself and a little bit about the flag?
Very good. Oh, amazing. I'm very happy to be at your program. It's a great honor of me. Charged'Affaires of Syrian Arab Republic. I am coming here to promote the good relation between Japan and Syria. My flag, Syrian Arab Republic, you know, suffered a lot in history during the occupation. We were occupied by Turkey, the Ottoman Empire. We were occupied also by France. So it was a very difficult time for Syrian people, and we suffer a lot. So the red color, it is a symbol of the blood, because during that time we have a real revolution, and this is the symbol. White color, we had a very great history during Umayyad time, and we achieved a lot of progress. And from Syria, it was like all scientists people or philosopher people coming from Syria, in addition to the trade and the agriculture. We have a black color, represent also the black days during the occupation. We have the two stars, the green stars, during all of our history, always calling for the unity between unity between Arab states. And we did very good example, unity with Egypt. And during that period of time, Egypt, the leader, was also leading Syria, in addition to Egypt. Then we, you know, separated. It wasn't very good example. However, we do believe in unity between our Arab state, and we kept using the same flag because we want others to follow us, and we have a unity between our countries. This is Syria.
Okay. Now the hard part, Warif-san. Now you said that the unity.
Yeah.
Very hard for you to achieve unity through the blood series of series of occupations and the colonies. Why do you insist that we get closer to Syria? It's a complicated country. It's very hard for the Japanese to understand complexity of your culture. Why?
Come on, first, this is my mission.
I
am a diplomat,
But the people begin to listen to you. More and more people listen to you. Why?
Okay, so I want to promote, I do believe in Syrian people, I do believe in Japanese people. It is great two countries, really. So this is why I am here. I want to bring the two countries closer.
Yeah, that bothers me, but when it's the great Syria, incorporates Lebanon, Iraq, it's going to be a big Nazi kingdom.
Come on.
Is this what you want? Greater Syria?
No. It is not like this. We are great whether we are small or big, okay? However, it is also good example to show Japanese people how women can do. Yes. So I am representing my country first. Second, I am a woman coming from the Middle East, from Syria. I want to show Japan women are great and have a lot of capabilities to achieve progress. And I am doing good here, I guess, and I achieve a lot of progress based of our difficult circumstances. Not easy to achieve more than this.
Right. But because more and more people are listening to you, not because the charm of your country, but your own personal charm.
I guess I am really...
As a woman.
Not it is only because you are a woman or you have a nice features or beauty. No, I guess the beauty comes from inside.
From inside.
So it is very important to love the people you are working with, to have belief on your mission. And I really feel and I really trust Japanese people and feel they are great, and I want to do something between the two nations.
When you use the word great, great also comes from the history. Yours is the oldest civilization that sprang from the rivers Euphrates and Tigris.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's very old.
Yeah. This is why I'm saying two great countries.
Oh, you mean great that in that respect?
No. For my country, we have a great history and we achieve a lot of progress, and really we are great till now. Otherwise, we can't able to face such huge difficulties coming from outside. So while we could manage till now to keep in power and control the situation to the interest somehow to our people, we are great. This is first for Syria.
Oh, I see. To control the situation, that you need to have a grit and power and stamina of Steve Jobs. He went to Damascus University.
He is Syrian. His father is Syrian. His original father is Syrian,
But you went to the same university?
Definitely. I am graduated from Damascus University.
Damascus University.
Yes.
You read the history?
Yeah, I read the literature. And in addition to that, after I became a diplomat, I continue my studies in different fields. So it was like a very good chance for me also to have education in political science, international relations, and many other fields in diplomacy.
Steve Jobs is a mathematical genius, a wizard. Is there something in common between you and Steve Jobs, blood-wise?
Okay, look, Syrians, we are Syrians, both of us. And the most important feature of Syrian people is they insist to achieve their goal, their aim. So, as you know, he did fail several times, and he has very difficult situation. Also, whether it is from his original dad and mom, or later after he also failed on drop out from the school, or the difficulties he faced also during his work time. But keep insist doing something very important. Not only for himself, I guess his company is for the whole world. This is also character of Warif and Syrian people.
But has not been successful, but you have been successful.
How can you say he has been successful?
You have no problem. Your mother, a kid, and it was very successful. You've been all around England and Geneva.
Yeah, but I am now facing a very difficult and hard time here in Japan.
What do you mean? That you get invitation for anybody?
No, because Japan government always taking the side of U.S. government. So you can't imagine the difficulties I face in Japan during these 4 years.
Why does the government of Japan shy away from giving, extending the invitation?
They don't want to have any problems from U.S. So they don't want to show that they are okay and friendly with Syrian representatives.
To get too close to Syria, you get your fingers burned. And Donald Trump is getting away from the main track. Doesn't that?
We don't trust U.S. in all cases, whether it is Obama, Trump, any other president. You know, we have a huge and long history with U.S. and we know that U.S. have their own agenda, own interest in our area. So they don't care about Syria, they do care only about Israel, who is the main power in our region relating to U.S.
You know, the Arab Spring has caught fire all over in that region, but it stopped short of Syria. It didn't make it in Syria.
Because it is false. It is not Arab Spring, you should say. It is winter time. It is very dire time. Spring brings happiness. Look at Sakura. Sakura. Japan's Sakura. Look. So it brings the happiness, the love, you know, what the Arab Spring brings to us? Blood. Fighting, it is a terrible situation all our region face since they start speaking about Arab Spring. This is not Arab Spring. This is the theory of US, spreading chaos in order to achieve their own agenda, the big Middle East.
But I really hate to tell you that getting Japan involved could not be beneficial for both nations, because we're interested in getting closer to Al Jazeera, but Saudi Arabia silenced them. So, you know, how can I deal with this? It's a very complicated situation. Will Japan's presence help you improve the situation in the Middle East?
Definitely.
Why?
Definitely. Look, I told you first, Japan is a great country. You have a great experience. You achieve a lot of progress. After the World War II, also you faced many difficulties through tsunami, earthquake, blah, blah, blah. So, and you did achieve a great progress at economic, political, all levels. So you have this great experience. Why not to spread it outside of Japan? You should give these important examples to others to see really Japan is a great, not only for Japanese people, but also for other nations. In all cases, thanks to Japan, always try to help the developing countries, the conflicted countries, in order to bring stability. So why is Japan not working on their own principles and values to bring stability to Syria?
I have a basic disagreement with you. Maybe you can help us, but we cannot help you as much as you can help us.
I agree.
See, when it comes to the hostage crisis situation, how to deal with the government, how to deal with the terrorists. Japanese are liberal with money, the government says they give you much money, and you wouldn't do that.
Look,
with the international hostage crisis situation, how would you go about it?
Look, we are victims of these terrorist groups. So who did kidnap, for example, the two Japanese journalists? Those are ISIS, Jabhat al-Nusra. We are victims for ISIS and Jabhat al-Nusra. Each day, if they did this for Japanese people, only two, for example, if they did for only two, look what about Syrian people. Always we have massacres, we have slaughters, we have killing from ISIS to our civilians. So we are victims. In addition, your government doesn't work or cooperate with our government. If they work together, cooperate together, they will exchange the information relating, for example, you know, the terrorism, fighting international terrorism.
What might have happened, instead of working with the Jordanians, the Syrians first, you could have made the difference? Can you prove it?
Okay. This is a big difference. Working with the government, Syrian government, that means they are working according to their commitment relating the Security Council resolutions or their commitments according to international United Nations agreements. Because all of these agreements saying you should not deal with terrorist organizations at all, because if they spoke with terrorist organizations, that means they will agree to give money to these terrorists in order to free the two journalists or any others. And this is taboo. This is against UN. But if they work with Syrian government, that means working with Syrian government, you are trying to avoid any problem before it happens.
Where does this thinking come from? It goes as far back as Babylonians, King HaLabI, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. It's still valid in your country.
You mean
yeah, but the retaliation, you know, and then you take an eye from me, you're gonna, you know, take an eye from me.
No, no. Look, the idea is, I don't want to say there is any link to the religion. Really, those are not Muslims, not representing Islam at all.
But you are Muslim.
I am, definitely I am.
What, a good Muslim or bad Muslim?
According to Saudi Arabia, we are bad Muslim because we have secular system. Because we do what we believe. If we want to put a scarf, we put a scarf. If we don't want, we don't want.
You don't wear a scarf.
Yeah, that's it. So it is like, okay, Syria is not only, okay, we have like 70% Muslims, but we have 30% from other different religion. Or, you know, they have different ethnicity, different. So Syria is for all.
Doesn't that make other countries jealous?
Definitely.
The Turks and Saudi Arabia.
They don't like us. I mean, especially Saudi Arabia. They always accuse the Syrian government. You are not good examples. You are not Muslim. Yeah, because for secular system, it means not only our rules taken from the Bible, but it is taken definitely from the Bible as a main resources. But we have other resources to cover also the concern of other people who are living inside Syria.
Could you be more specific of the resources, the power to absorb, adapt to different cultures? And then you have lots of Christians and Jews and Arabs and Kurds.
And
how can they deal with these different people?
No, it is easy, you know, because Syria, we are the land, the cradle of civilizations. Many important civilization comes from Syria, and the main religions comes from Syria. Syria previously it was. This is after the First World War. It was the current Syria, in addition to Lebanon, Jordan, and Palestine, which is occupied right now by Israel. So this is why the origin of the Jewish and Christian religion, and Islam coming from Saudi Arabia to Syria. So we get used to live all together. Islam is the instruction of Islam. Open the land, ask people to become Muslims, but don't enforce them at all. If they don't want to be a Muslim, they should live in your home, side to side, in dignity life, have the same rights. And it is very serious not to kill during the wartime or during the spreading the religion, not to kill any child, not to kill any women, not to kill any old people. So this is very serious.
Should another crisis over Golan Heights occur between Israelites and Syrians, and they took part of the Golan sites? Are you happy?
No, definitely.
Can you make it happen without bloodshed? How can you prove it?
Since history, we are trying to do a peace process with Israel to have our rights back, to have our land back, and to accept them in the Middle East according to UN agreement, you know. But never happened that Israel was serious in their negotiation to find a peace. And who is co-sponsor them? US. This is why we don't trust. But we insist and we need our land back.
なるほどね。それじゃあそこでですね、3分か3 minutes you can talk about why did you have some want to maintain distance from the United States. You can tell them the 3 minutes.
Yes.
それじゃあ3分間で talk.
Yeah.
Why you should get
Yes.
closer to Putin instead of Donald
Yeah,
Trump?
yeah. Okay,
はい
very good. You know, the idea is
そこで皆さんちょっと考えてい
US
ただきたい
no way,
です。
no way to trust
ア
them.
メリ
In
カ
our
はです
case,
ね、我々の
they
関
only
係に
want
はあんまり
to
プラス
change
にないんですね。
the
アメリカは
demography of our
民主主
land
義という
and
もの
our
を
region.
植え付けようとして
They always
焦っている
support
わけですから
Israel.
イスラエルをどうして
Israel
も
for them
協力
is
をして
the
は
main
イギリス
important
対して
country in the
は
Middle East.
非常にアメ
They
リカ
want
と
to
有
guarantee
用な
the
ことは分
security
かるん
of
ですけど、
Israel.
イスラエルの安
They
全が
don't
先に
want
来るじゃないですか。
Israel to be in very weak position.
その弱い立場にした
Israel
くない
in
ので
weak
アメリカに
position
頼らざるを
because
得ないわけで
Israel
すね。
occupying
イスラエルと
the
いうのは
Arab land,
アラ
they
ブのパレス
occupying
チナ地域
Palestine,
を占
they
領してしま
occupying
って
Golan
い
from
ます。
Syria,
ゴラ
they
ン高原
occupying
におきましてもね、
Shaba'a farm
だから
from
絶対に
Lebanon.
彼らを中心にそ
So
れを守ってい
they
るのはアメ
want
リ
to
カだから ア
have
メリカ
the
とはちょっ
land,
と距
they
離を置い
want
てい
to
ただ
have
き
the
たい。
good
自分た
economic
ちの土地
relations,
経済
they
的な
want to
発
have
展というのを考
everything
えて
without
全
giving
て与えるこ
our
となく
people
にと
their
ゲッ
rights,
ト
our
ゲットそういう
countries
立場
their
ですから
rights.
我々
This
とは
is
どうしても
nobody can
反り
accept
が
it.
合わないんですね。
They occupied
誰とも
Golan,
うま
for
くいかない
example.
ゴ
Is
ラン
it
平原を見
possible
てく
to
ださい。
give Golan
で
in the hand of
彼らに渡
Israel?
してしまっ
Our
て
people
それで我々
living
は
inside
その中
Golan.
に住んでる人
Is
がい
it
らっしゃるわけで
possible
すね。
to
それを
forget
我々イギ
about
リスに
our
取られ
people
て
in
イスラエルに
Golan
取られてもいいん
and
でしょう
say
か
to
ね。
Israel,
だ
you
から
are
イスラエル
most
これ
welcome
は
and we
ど
will
うぞ取って
work
くだ
with
さい
you
が言え
and
るわ
we
け
will
があり
have
ま
good
せんよね。
relation,
やはりそういう
political
人間
relation,
関係、
economic
政
relation,
治的
social
な経
relation
済
with
的
you.
社会的
No
な
way.
関係が絶
Every
対許され
country
ることがあり
look to
ません。
have
どんな国
its
でもね、
rights
自分たちの
and
生
its
存権と
people
いうのは
rights.
あるわけ
This
です
is
ね。
why we
平
are
等な立場
in
というの
bad
を
relation
考
with
えているわけ
United
ですけど
States,
も、アメリ
which
カはね
always
ど
support
うしてもそこに引
Israel.
っかかる。
Russia
アメリカは
different.
何回
Since
イスラエル
history,
に
Russia always try
引っ張り
to
回されている。
find
ロシ
a
アは
middle
その点
solution,
はやはりこの真ん中
try
に入って
to work to push the peace
両方とも
agreement
考えて
to
お
the
互いに
interest
協
of
定に
the
持っていこう。
nations
そして
of our
与えている国ともですね、
states
関係を
inside the
損
Middle
なう
East.
ことをなし
So
に
we
中
trust
東
Russia
問題
and we
を
have
解
seen
決しよう
what
としている
Russia
から、
brings
やはり
to
ロ
Syria
シアの方
and to
は
other
我々は
nations
心が
inside
固まってい
Syria.
く
Yeah,
わけ
this
で
is a
あり
big
ます。
difference.
まあこれがアメリカとロシアの大きな違いですね。どうもありがとうございました。Michihiro Matsumoto, known as Channel Tokyo, Japan. Thank you for
Thank
your
you. It's
cooperation.
my great pleasure. Thank you very much.